Many people like us, who are learning English, like to use TED Talks. But we have trouble reading TED Talk scripts, due to difficult words and sentences we don't understand. It can end up causing us to lose our motivation. So, I have made the English in the TED Talk simpler. I broke it down into easier sentences, to help you understand better. When you start with these easier sentences, you can get a basic idea of what the talk is about. And if you come across something you don't understand, it sparks your curiosity to learn more. And when you watch the TED Talk, while following these simpler sentences, it'll be much easier to understand the original one. Reading practice. For speaking. Read silently or aloud, as if you were telling it to someone else. Audio will be without repetition, with a brief pause between each chunk or sentence.
How to speak so that people want to listen. Actually, let me show you how to do that. Would you all like to stand up for a moment? I'm going to show you the 6 vocal warm-up exercises. That I do before every talk I ever do. Anytime you're going to talk to anybody important, do these. First, arms up, deep breath in. And sigh out. Like that. One more time. Very good. Now we're going to warm up our lips. And we're going to go. Very good. And now, just like when you were a kid. Now your lips should be coming alive. We're going to do the tongue next. With exaggerated. Beautiful. You're getting really good at this. And then, roll an R. This is like a special treat for your tongue. The last one, if I can only do one. The experts name it the siren. It's really good. It starts with we and goes to or. The we is high. The or is low. So you go. Fantastic. Give yourselves a round of applause. Take a seat. Thank you. Next time you speak, do those in advance. Now, let me explain this before we finish. Right now, we have a big problem. We often don't talk to people very well. Because they're not really paying attention. And we're in places with lots of noise and bad sound. Imagine if we could talk to people in a way that makes them really listen. And if we were in places designed for good listening. What if we all thought more about the sounds we make and the sounds we hear? And we made sure our surroundings were good for sound. That would make the world sound beautiful. And everyone would understand each other better. It's an idea that we should tell more people about. Now let me just put this in context to close. This is a serious point here. This is where we are now, right? We speak not very well to people who simply aren't listening in an environment that's all about noise and bad acoustics. I have talked about that on this stage in different phases. What would the world be like if we were speaking powerfully to people who were listening consciously in environments which were actually fit for purpose? Or to make that a bit larger, What would the world be like if we were creating sound consciously and consuming sound consciously, and designing all our environments consciously for sound? That would be a world that does sound beautiful, and one where understanding would be the norm. And that is an idea worth spreading.